They shot to stardom decades ago with one hit after another. We have a summer song from Califasane, the B-52's Say Goodbye.
I remember seeing Love Shack on MTV, and I was like, what is this?
Well, it didn't fit the mold of what mainstream radio played.
The mainstream caught on. Love Shack by the B-52's was released in the summer of 1989 and became the group's biggest hit.
But it had a great groove, and it had a great story. And
it was different.
They could be describing their own band. Cindy Wilson, Keith Strickland, Kate Pearson, and Fred Schneider never tried to fit in.
Mainstream radio had a list of, if you like the Eagles, your friends drive Mercedes, and then at the bottom, if you like the B-52's, blah, 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 they borrow their friends' cars.
You listen to the B-52's, maybe you drive something the size of a whale, right?
yeah, exactly.
The group came together after Fred and Kate moved from New Jersey to Athens, Georgia, where Keith and Cindy grew up. Was the connection instantly a musical connection between you guys?
No, we were friends. We just would hang out together.
We never really intended to start a band, right? I mean,
That changed in the mid-'70s when Keith Strickland snapped a guitar string.
So sometimes I would be sitting around playing the guitar, and I would break a guitar string, and I wouldn't change the, I would just retune it.
The next day, Keith's best friend, Ricky Wilson, began playing it, missing string and all.
And he said, I've just written the most stupid guitar riff you've ever heard.
It would become Rock Lobster, the band's first song, and then, in 1979, its first single.
Rock Lobster.
Ricky on guitar, Keith drums, Fred, lead singer, and Kate and Cindy, Ricky's little sister, harmonizing.
It's a hobby that just exploded into a career.
Right.
I was still washing dishes at a local restaurant.
And I was a waitress at the Whirligig.
In this posed one over here, you can kind of see how the band got its name.
Yeah, because the B-52's is another
Oh, the hairdo
slang term for a big, bouffant that looks like a nose cone, and Keith came up with the name.
Hailed as a, quote, breath of fresh air. Their first album was the inspiration for John Lennon's last. In his final interview, he said, "It sounds like Yoko's music. I said to myself, it's time to get out the old axe and wake the wife up." Were you shocked when you heard that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were big fans of Yoko from way back.
Appearing on Saturday Night Live,
We were at a party.
the band looked and sounded like something from another planet. People start to react. This famous Saturday Night
That's
Live
actually
performance.
what made us, I think. We had never done TV like that.
It was amazing, though. People keep telling me that they saw it when they were,
6.
yes, it was that tall.
Kurt Cobain and Dave Grohl individually saw it.
Yeah, and they said it
changed their
blew their
lives.
minds, yeah. We had no idea and never set out to change people's lives, but it happens that way.
The 5 band members released 3 more albums. Bouncing Off the Satellites in 1986 would be their last. Guitarist and Cindy's big brother, Ricky Wilson, had AIDS and died at 32.
I suspected, but he wasn't ready to talk to me about it.
There was just so much fear around AIDS at the time, and there was just so much we didn't
People
know
were
about
ostracized.
Yeah.
And Ricky was very private and a very shy person, and he didn't quite know how to deal with it either.
The story of the B-52's seemed to be over.
We couldn't imagine doing it without Ricky.
We started losing so many friends, too.
I mean, it was just devastating what followed. And yet, counterpoint to that, I think a lot of people tried to find joy and music.
Including Keith, who'd lost his best friend and collaborator. You suffer this incredible setback, and you lose a real visionary.
Yes.
Right.
And so you figure out a way to regroup.
I didn't really think of myself as a guitarist, but I had been writing songs with the guitar and keyboard.
Keith, Cindy, Kate, and Fred started meeting up and writing again.
That was a really consoling thing for us to do, to be together. I mean, we would spend hours just talking,
Yeah.
even though we were writing songs.
The result? Cosmic Thing. The album sounded like a celebration, and it attracted a new generation of fans, thanks to songs like Love Shack, along with others like Rome, and Deadbeat Club.
Writing the music, which became Deadbeat Club. I was thinking about Ricky a lot, and that was one of the songs where I was imagining him sitting beside me playing.
Cosmic Thing was really written to heal ourselves, but magically it healed a lot of other people who heard it. Being outsiders or gay or whatever, they felt different. And I guess our message was it's okay
It's
to be
always
different.
been, yeah, it's always been, you're okay to be different.
Did you ever think in those years of what Ricky would be thinking to see that kind of success?
Yeah, you know, I don't know how Ricky would have responded to it. Ricky was so talented, so amazingly talented. And yet, at the same time, he wasn't driven. Like, he had so many other interests.
Since Cosmic Thing, the band has released only 2 more albums of original music. They spend much of their time on tour, playing for fans who still line up to hear the hits. But for the past 10 years, Keith Strickland has stayed home.
And touring with the band for more than 35 years. And I just felt it was time.
This summer, Cindy Wilson, Kate Pearson, and Fred Schneider are embarking on what's being called the band's farewell tour. What do you remember about those people in those photos?
I think I was still thinking about Ricky, and
I have no skills, so I was happy to, be in a band.
All I know is my face says we're going to succeed.
Yes!